Now we'll talk about passing arrays to methods and also copying arrays. A few special ways of doing it. Say we had an array, it shows here an integer array, array 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If we set array 2 equals array 1, that does not copy array 1 into array 2. What it does is it makes both array 1 and array 2 point to the same array. We didn't make a copy of array 1. We have array 1 and array 2 pointing to the same array. So there's only one array, but array 1 and array 2, their reference address points to the same array. To copy an array, what we need to do is copy each individual element of one array to this, from the first array to the second array. So for example, we have first array 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's 5 of them here. The second array, we set it to 5, and then we go through a loop and we say, okay, we'll say, okay, first array length is our maximum. We start at 0. So second array 0 equals first array 0. So now they both equal 5. Then we increment it to 1. Second array 1 equals first array 1. They both equal 10. Then we go to 2. I'm sorry, 0, 1, 2, yes. Second array 2 is first array 2, and that's 15. Then we increment it to 3. Second array 3 equals first array 3. They both equal 20. And finally 4. Second array 4 equals first array 4. They both equal 25. That way we now have two separate arrays, first array and second array. And like I said, the only way to do it is copy each individual element. Now when we pass array elements to a method, they can be passed just like any other variable. So it's nothing special about passing a single element of an array, but many times you'll want to write and pass the whole array to the method, not just one element. And again, arrays are objects, so we pass the object to the method by passing their reference variable, their address. And so here we have a method called showArray. The array is numbers, and it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We're going to pass it to this method showArray, and all we have to do is say integer array, and put the little brackets there, and that's all we have to do. We just have to say this is now an array of integers, just like this was, and it's going to pass the address right here, and we can print out the array, and it's going to print out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, just like that. So let's look at some of these programs. The first one, let's just look at passing elements. So let's see, passing elements, here we go. This one, here's our 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So for, we're going to start at 0, and we're going to go numbers dot length. So it's going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as index is less than 8. We're going to do show values, and we're going to pass numbers. First time it's going to be numbers 0. That's only one element. So down here I can say it's an integer n, and print the n and then put a space. And this next one I'm going to increment it to 1. Numbers index 1, that's the 10. And so it's going to pass a 10 down to this n. Print 10 plus a space. Then go back up to here, 2. 2 is still less than numbers dot length, so numbers 2 is 15. So 15 gets passed to this n, and it's going to print it out, so on and so forth. So let's just run this. There it is, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it shows you I can pass just a single element, and down here it's a single element, so I can hold it just as a single variable, integer, whatever I want it to do. I can also pass a whole array. In this one, it's very similar to our how many hours did the employees work. And this time I said there were 5 employees. We're going to scan in, and we're going to say, okay, give me the hours for each employee, how many hours they worked. Then I'm going to put it in an hours array. And then I'm going to enter the hourly pay rate for each employee. Now, they all get paid the same hourly pay rate. And so whatever I make the pay rate is, I'm going to set the pay rate. And then I'm going to say display the pay. I'm going to pass the hours, which is an array, the pay rate, which is a double, and the number of employees, which is a constant at 5. So here we have hours, and this says, okay, this is going to be, and down here I call the hours HRS. It's an integer array, just like hours up here was an integer array. And I don't have to say new or anything because I've already declared up here it's only going to be 5. So here it's going to be 5. And so all I'm passing is the address. And here's the pay rate double, and again, number of employees integer. And so I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to calculate the gross pay. So how do I calculate the gross pay? I take the hours, index 0, times pay rate, gross pay. So employee, say 1, here's his gross pay. Hours 1 times pay rate. Calculate gross pay again. And so on and so forth, and now print out all the gross pay. So let's run this one. Enter the hours worked by 5 employees who all earn the same hourly rate. And so I'm just going to make it again easy by saying 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And so what's the hourly pay rate? Let's say it's $20 per hour. So employee 1 is 200, yep. 2 is 400, yep. 3 is 600, yep. 4 is 800, yep. And 5 is 1,000, and that's correct. So here again, I passed the entire array to the method below. Okay, that's it for this video. Any questions, email me or put it on the discussion board.